hero, 5 seconds.
Hello, Dota fans, and welcome. This is All About Dota. I'm Legion 170, and we've got some Captain's Draft League Dota going on here. This is the semifinals between Red Support LOL and Incredible Miracle. And I've got with me Maniac. Maniac, how you doing?
I am doing well.
So we are pretty well into the draft here. What are some observations that you've got about what we're seeing so far?
Incredible Miracle is taking out some mid heroes in an already fairly limited mid hero pool, especially those annoying heroes such as Viper and a cheese hero, the Arc Warden.
Yeah, there's also a little bit of cheese in the Huskar available in the pool. So, I mean, Huskar, Ember, Puck, and Wind Ranger, the only heroes really available for that mid lane. And first pick Wind Ranger coming out here for Incredible Miracle, so wanting to capitalize off that limited pool. We'll see if Red Support will do a similar. No, they do not. Alright, Venge Undying. We don't really see a lot of Venge.
She's got a pretty solid stun with her, has some armor reduction and a positioning ultimate.
Yeah, her stun looks to be like the only reliable lockdown that there is. I guess there's the Enigma kind of stun and then the Alchemist stun, but so they pick up a reliable stun. Undying, very strong support right now, especially against the Underlord. I'm a little surprised that you would pick Underlord and Undying. Like, I know he's not like the hardest of counters, but taking away Underlord's strength and survivability is pretty good. I mean, it's pretty key to fighting against him.
Yeah, but so far this is a pretty strong duo from Incredible Miracle. I really like the Wind Ranger pick first because, as we said, limited pool, and she's probably going to excel fairly well against pretty much anyone they pick to go against her.
Come on, Dire Team, pick it good.
Faceless Void.
So Faceless Void, another pretty durable hero. See him a lot in the safe lane lately. I mean, they've got good synergy with it here. They've got the Wind Ranger, they've got the Underlord Firestorm.
Yeah, I like it quite a bit paired with their heroes. Like, Red Sport's pretty happy that they already have that Vengeful, though, having that swap to pull a core out of that.
It's always kind of interesting to see like draft approaches, and both these teams have taken opposite approaches. Incredible Miracle choosing what I would presume anyway to be their 3 cores first, and Red Support LOL opening up with the support duo. And it looks like, I mean, both teams have a decent amount to choose from still. Red Support LOL taking a little time here. Off lane might be the only position that's kind of limited.
Maybe take like an Omni or Slardar to pair up with that Undying. Slardar would be able to get that stun with Undying's Tombstone and Decay. Would be a pretty strong matchup.
Oh, so they go the Naga. Alright. And Puck, so
Radiant Team pick.
how are they going to lane this? Maybe carry Naga offlane Puck? Or mid Puck carry Naga? I would kind of like to see like
a carry Venge.
Yeah, there's not a ton of synergy with this team, but it wouldn't be terrible. I'd kind of like to see an offlane Monkey King to go with this Undying.
Yeah, I like that. Pretty strong with the slow from the Undying. Get those stacks up from Monkey King. Pretty strong, and with his stun, be a pretty difficult matchup for Incredible Miracle's safe lane.
Yeah, both heroes pretty good about dealing with those kind of tanky cores. So it would be interesting to see. I have a hard time believing that they will. But it's also good setup. The Naga provides good setup for the Wukong's command as well.
Yeah, if they went that way, they could set up the Wukong's command, put the Tombstone down, bring in the Puck ult. There's a lot they could do with the setup from that ult.
Okay, so the two supports do come out at the end here. Disruptor, Treant, just kind of going all in on the team fight, which I really like. The only kind of question that I would have is that, you know, if the Naga is not in the Chrono or the Static Storm, she's going to be able to reset pretty much any fight with the
10
sleep,
seconds to pick your hero.
which might leave them vulnerable, but they need a damage dealer here. Really, they don't have one.
It'll be fine.
AM is available. It's pretty hard carry. Like I said, the Monkey King. Ember, although they do have a lot of lockdown, so I don't think this is a very good Ember game. I would say either the Anti-Mage or the Monkey King coming out here.
Yeah, I think those are the two best options. Kind of limited for a damage dealer for a core left here. I'm kind of like Monkey King a little more just because I'm not the biggest fan of AM right now.
And I think you're going to want to play pretty fast. If you're playing the AM, it's going to be kind of like a 4 protect 1, and you're just going to get wrecked by all this team fight. Like, once Incredible Miracle groups up. So I think I agree. I think I would like to see the Monkey King come out here. Although, even with the Monkey King, I think I would give Incredible Miracle kind of an edge in the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's someone they can pull in that would make me think otherwise. Bringing in Omni Knight.
Choose that hero.
Okay, so this is going to be Omni Undying off lane with the logical the puck mid. And Rubity going to go for Carry Naga, I would assume. Yeah, Red Ground played the support last week, I do believe. So, interesting.
Omni will help out with the repel, being able to stop cores from being pulled out by the disruptor, and a few other things.
My only question is, where's the damage coming from? I mean, they've got a lot of Magic Burst, but they don't really have the greatest right click. Also, who's going to hit buildings for them? So I think they're going to need to do very well in the early to mid game and kind of close this thing out. But you know, execution
Will be interesting to see. I think we're going to see an early pipe from this Undying, and it'll cancel out a lot of their damage. And then maybe some BKBs coming out from the other two cores for the Radiant.
I think a lot of what it's going to come down to is what can this Naga do? Like, how fast is that Radiance going to come? Neither team, it does not appear, has a smoke. So both going to be content with just kind of going head on into those. 2 wards on the Disruptor. And they're split on Dire. So let's see if he's going to decide to place one of these early.
Undying is actually heading top as of right now, instead of bottom with the Omni Knight. It's kind of a interesting choice.
Yeah, I think that the idea here is less to disrupt the Void and more to enable the Naga as much as possible. But with that said, I would expect Red Ground to head top. Does not appear he's doing that right now, though. It's going to be a pretty tough lane top if it's Naga Undying, the dual melee heroes here. Treant is invis walking around up here trying to scout out some ward use, but there is not a ward top currently. Red Ground gonna walk right into Disruptor here. I think he was maybe going to ward this Ancients, but I'm not 100% sure what he was doing there. Bottom lane will be contested here by RSL. And it does appear that they will get this bounty rune, so they will open the game up with that bounty rune lead. You cannot underestimate the importance of that. And Treant actually going to go down first. Blood picked up by Naga. Great pickup there. The power of Decay. You got 2 stacks of Decay out onto the Treant, allowing the Naga to pick up that kill. So great early game start here for RSL. I mean, that's an instant 500 gold on the Naga.
Yeah, this is gonna really help her. She gets that quick quelling blade.
And yet
Did they bring
here's the
another
stun. All those stacks adding up, and the third one will take the life of Salty. This is going to be a very difficult lane. You have 2 strength cores up here. If they get any of those stacks of decay on them, they just die. And Undying's
They're
got
also gonna
two
have
clarities.
they're also gonna have really good armor reduction between the splash from the Naga and the Vengeful. So these already low armor people are gonna have even more of it taken away from them.
And they're forced back behind the tower already. Not where you want to be if you're Incredible Miracle, but exactly where you want to be if you're RSL. Who do you think the lanes are more important for in this game?
I think for red support,
Oh, Logical going deep in here. He's getting hit by the tower. The the orb will miss. Oh, he dodges the power shot here. The armor coming in from the tree, and he does have the dodge with the phase shift. He wants to go for it. He's got another orb coming up here. That one misses too, but now Disruptor's into the mid lane. Logical going to take a couple from the tower, and he goes down. A little bit of a misplay from the guy that carried things up. Oh, and Tree picking up the tree kill there. Last week we saw Logical dominate in 2 games as Tinker. This one a little bit of a misplay to give away the kill.
But I think Dire is needs to have a better laning stage just because this Naga takes a little more to come online, and she needs to be able to get a Radiance at a pretty quick time. Undying is going to go down again, top.
Oh, got up there just a little bit too late, but you've got Decay coming out with the magic missile, and this Underlord having a rough life.
Omni is doing pretty well by himself, bottom too. He's second on the last hit board right now. It's kind of standing in there. Not having too hard of a time. It's Disruptor and Void.
No, that's the power of Omni. Just walk in, heal yourself. If you really need to, you can repel. And early CS lead does appear to go to RSL. Just because that Underlord, man, he's got 1 CS right now. Tree has 0.
Ouch. Yeah, 1 last hit in their offlane compared to the 18 and 3 in the Dire offlane.
Pings do come out on bottom. I don't know if they want to go for this or they're just showing that Undying has come here. He does get a stack onto the Void, forcing him back a little bit. Oh,
And the puck will go down mid.
The middle tower's under attack.
I was not expecting that. The power shot picking up that kill there.
Power shot is just so strong right now early. Level 3 already doing 360 damage at 4.5 minutes. It's pretty insane.
One of me ain't enough.
They're gonna look to go for this Naga. Rooted up here. Firestorm as well. The magic missile does land. Rubity gonna just kind of casually walk away. Redground took a lot of damage from that Firestorm, but the core is okay, and they're already out leveling this. The 2 heroes for IM level 2, and you've got a level 3 roaming Venge and a level 4 Naga.
Ruin's coming up. This Undying looking to scoop up both the bottom ones, but at the same time, Tree will take both top ones.
Oh, and I'm on a roll here. Missed 2 kills in a row as they pick up another Underlord kill.
Oh, Radiant.
Just trying to scout out those bounties.
Undying switched into the bottom since they're having no problem with bottom top. Almost getting disruptor. He's gonna go for it.
Oh, the soul rip. One more right click, and yeah, he goes down. Hey, I got that one. We're good. Up in the top lane here, pings are coming out, showing that the Treant has come back. Red Ground wants to go for this. Throws out the scream, a dust to follow. Riptide does come through there. Root now with the nets, the magic missile. They still haven't done this though. It's a lot harder when that Undying isn't there to take away his strength.
Underlord getting a little happier. Finally getting some last hits. Still quite a way behind, but is getting some. I'm not gonna go on this Venge here.
Meanwhile,
Somebody's gonna die top.
yeah, the tree does go down here. The magic missile combo able to pick up that kill. In the meantime, Windranger was running after Logical here. Does not pick up the kill, but does take a lot of damage there. Orb will connect, and now we've got Focus Fire coming out here, and Logical's just down. Trying to get in there for the farm and not able to get away from the early game damage of that Windranger. The bottom lane here, the Omni will get rooted up and forced back a little bit. Now Tree's in the middle of things, a two-person decay here. The armor does come out. Do they have vision? It does not appear that they do, so he will fade and be able to walk away, but
Almost going down
yeah,
yet
taking
again.
a lot of damage. The Focus Fire used, or no, that was just the wind run used to get some harass damage on the Venge. Logical is back. We do have 3 down here. 4 I am. Oh my goodness, that that heal almost taking down the Void. He time walks away and salves up immediately. Also getting the armor out. Here comes Tree though. He's gonna throw out some decay. He's gonna get rooted up in the middle of things. He may have overextended himself, but no, it looks like he's gonna be alright. Venge is rotating into this lane here. The Omni's killing in. He does not have enough mana for a purification, but he does have the Soul Ring. He's going to shield himself up and walk and crack that tree a couple times. Oh, now we've got a dust onto the tree. There's the scream. Disruptor will glimpse back tree, but I don't know if it's going to matter here as no. He just, one more right click does the deed. All of a sudden, RSL.
You know that your lanes are not going well when a Naga is solo standing in against an Underlord and doing perfectly fine by himself.
And she elected to go Mana Boots, so
Visibility.
putting off that Radiance a little bit here, trying to get that ability spam out onto the Underlord.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Again, this Omni making life for the bottom lane hellish. Undying has gone back to the fountain, and Venge appears to be rotating back up to the top lane. So let's go ahead and switch over to Net Worth, and we'll find, not too surprising, the Naga at the top, and followed by the Void and the Windranger, although that Omni is pretty close. A little bit surprisingly Logical, like I said, who dominated last week, a little bit behind there, about 1,000 gold behind his counterpart.
Undying getting pretty aggressive. He's gonna die to the tower. Might
Oh my
take him.
goodness.
Oh,
Decay and Soul Rip picking up that kill. An unstoppable streak on our roaming support right now. 6-0-1 is this Undying. In the top lane here, they're trying to find another one here. Magic Missile does come out. The net as well. Rubini wants to go for this, but he's a little scared. Now he's going to have to use the Song because the Windranger has gotten here. This will allow both heroes for RSL to teleport out. So good rotation from the Windranger, stopping that kill. And in the bottom lane, Tree goes down. The Tombstone was used. The Void forced back and forced to use the Shrine. Does have Level 6, so Chronosphere available, but where is he going to be able to use it? It looks like the call is mid.
something I am noticing that Dire team needs to recognize and communicate is both Omni and the Naga have Radiances queued up, and you do not want to pick up one on both. I think the Omni should go maybe like a pipe Crimson build.
He's
Dev.
got Midas queued up now,
Oh.
so has changed it.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I almost wonder if you need to go like in oh man, what was the name of that train? In Birmingham, there was an Omni Knight. I forget what team. Maybe it was Pain that went carry on. No, it was OG, I think. Went carry Omni Knight, got blink and some damage. So maybe that's a possibility.
I think that would be a good choice for them since they don't really have the best for damage.
Well, the coil will only connect onto the Treant. Salty not going to be into that. The pit does come out as long with the Firestorm, but nobody's standing in it. Salty walking around. He's pretty low. Shackle will not connect, but the silence, Logical, going to go down to the Focus Fire. Chrono did connect onto 2. Oh, nice power shot. Picking up the double kill here. Ruby running for her life here. Does not have Song. This Wind Ranger maybe diving in here a little deep. Tree now trying to clean some stuff up. He's got some decay stacks. Nice two-hand stack there. He's got 28 extra strength right now. The Shackle onto the Naga. Oh no! This is not what you want. Unstoppable. A triple kill basically for the Wind Ranger. A double kill for Tree. He wants for more, but Wind Ranger gonna get out of there. Oh, Bloodbath. So we got a 3 for 3, but the advantage going the way of IM.
Oh man, what? Get up on out of here, because Radiant just fortified their structures.
This Wind Ranger is doing work here.
Radiant's middle tower.
Does appear that they're going to try to push
Almost
mid
has that
tower.
Ooh, she needs to be careful. If she gets hit by this purification, she may be killed.
Well, Puck is here. The gate will go up a route as well. The GA is popped here. But now we've got the Treant ult. A nice purification is going to save the Omni, at least for the moment. Puck able to orb out, and Omni will fall. So they don't get the tower. They lose a core. And in the meantime, not a whole lot going on for RSL. So they had a pretty good early game advantage. Some of these fights, though, not going their way.
Middle tower is under attack. You know, Morty, it sometimes feels like they don't even care.
This Wind Ranger very close to her Maelstrom. She's having a great game so far. Keep pace with the Naga. Mask of Madness is up onto the Void now. So he's going to be able to pump out quite a bit of damage through his Chrono.
Going into that
And Naga is going to get caught out here. The Pit of Malice is going to ultimate, but that Firestorm will finish her off. So she uses the ult, but still not able to get away. Yet another kill for IM.
This is really smart to pressure the Naga before she eats this Radiance. She is getting closer, 1200 out, but as you keep killing her, it puts her back even more.
The Focus Fire now used onto the Omni Knight. He's going to walk away and he'll be fine. Purification kind of nullifies that power shot damage. Some of these item timings from IM coming out, and they are pretty good ones. The Underlord working on Pipe. It's going to be a very helpful item for them.
Yeah, especially when this Radiance comes out eventually from the Naga.
Looks like dire structures are fortified.
Naga's just gonna rotate into the jungle. They do have a couple stacks. They got 3 double stacks for her, so.
Wind Ranger is rotating into the top lane here. Wants to find a kill. Treant gonna rotate around the back as well. So there's 4 from IM up here. The Omni does TP up. If they can get a kill onto Tree, it's gonna be a big one. He is 8-0-3 right now. The root. Oh my goodness! I think the Omni might. Okay, never mind. They've split things up here. There's 2 fights going on at the same time. The Treant and the Wind Ranger are gonna catch out the Vengeful. But the Omni and the Undying, they're looking for the Disruptor, a Purification, and a right click going to do it there. Now the Coil out onto the Wind Ranger here. She might be in a little bit of trouble. Decays do come out. The Tombstone in a great position at the top of the ramp there. Good kill for Tree, picking up that unstoppable streak. And now Puck wants to go for more. Does she have the damage to do this? No, she does not, but she will pick up a bounty rune there, so good timing for her. Now Omni wants to run after this Underlord, but not going to be able to pick anything in there. And that streak getting ended by the Undying is great for him, but if he ever does die, he's going to give up so much gold. 9-0-3 right now. Oh, hit a Malice onto the Omni and followed by a Void. Mask Madness used, and that will be enough damage, so good kill for the Void there. Logical getting power shot up. The Orb is out, the Silence as well. Oh my goodness. Under 100 health. Dodges the power shot there. Now they want to go for Tree. Yeah, this is the value kill. You want this one a lot. He's going to get glimpsed back in here. The Shackle will not connect, but it doesn't matter. He's dead. 659 gold going the way of the Treant Protector. You probably want that going onto the Wind Ranger, but that Treant is going to take that. He is quite poor at the moment.
Ranger going to blink next. I really like that, just to get that positioning on her stun, which when you get the positioning and get that locked, it is a long stun. And you really need that for people like Pucks who can get away pretty easily.
Pit of Malice not going to be much of an obstacle for this Omni Knight, just kind of walks through it, and now looking to pressure Salty and this Void. Purification will do good damage, but not as much as you'd like. Tree, nice 3-person decay here. The GA will come out, as well as the Tombstone. Soul Rip going to heal up Tree a little bit here. Now Omni going to have to back up, as in the mid lane here. Logical goes down yet again. Another Malice comes out with a great first hit bash on the Tree, and he will go down to the urn of the Treant Protector. And now we've got a glimpse back into the pit. Nice catch there. But the Omni going to throw up the Repel and try to run his way out of here. Does not have a TP for quite a long time, as it's in his backpack. Still trying to run away. The Aether Lens picked up. He's still trying to get away here. Avenge is going to come in, but the glimpse back into the pit once more. Firestorm doing a lot of damage. A good swap coming out there. Red Ground's going to take one for the team and does go down.
It's a good move there by the Venge, since she's worth the least on the game to compare to her second highest core.
The Relic is up onto the Noggin now, and very, very close to the recipe cost here. Yep, she does have it, right as I say that. So Radiance is up. Probably not quite the timing that you want, as they did have something like a 6k lead a little bit earlier. Now it's under 1,000. The glimpse onto Logical here. The autos as well. The route to stop the orb away. And Jaunt not going to save you there. This Tree has elected to go for the Meme Hammer. What do you think about that?
It's interesting, but I think it can work for him.
Yeah, I think the idea is, since Naga is going to be kind of carry build this game, that she's not going to get it, so he can. Because it is a good combo with that sleep. So you get the good sleep, you time it, you get the hammer down on top. That's quite a lot of CC.
It also gives you some tower damage that they kind of lack.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Shiva looks to be next for the Omni. I like that. I think after that, probably some kind of mobility item, like a Silver Edge or Blink Dagger. The Disruptor is going to go down on the side here. The stun comes onto the Treant Protector. Tombstone into the middle of things here. The root onto 2 from the Tree. Underlord going to try to use the ult, but he's just going to get burst down. The swap used onto the Treant. There's a root as well, so he will go down as well. So 3 fall for IM. Wind Ranger just going to be forced to back up. She does have the Blink Dagger now, so that mobility that you talked about earlier is available.
Kind of just getting a little too confident, getting pretty far into that dire jungle, and then just getting punished for it.
Yeah, not having your 1 or your 2 does not help as well. The Void does have the Maelstrom and looks to be going Shadow Blade next, so wanting to go into some of that evasion. Oh, Venge takes some damage there, and we'll tick down the GA is used, unfortunately. This Void is here. Does have a Chronosphere. Will get used. The Repel is going to block this Maelstrom damage, but the physical coming out will be enough as the bounty, or not the bounty, the Omni goes down.
I really like this build by the Faceless Void because it gives him a lot of attack speed, giving him a lot of chances for time lock damage. Plus, those items alone give him pretty good damage.
And now I am going to go for the Roshan. They have a very good Roshan team, actually. This Firestorm going to provide a lot of damage. The tree can provide sustain for the Void, along with that Mask of Madness. And then, of course, you've got the Focus Fire from the Wind Ranger. Naga Illusion will scout this out, but Roche will go down here. Sub 21 minute Roche for IM. So good pickup for them. This game is insanely close right now.
Undying does take that bottom tier 2 while they get that Roche, so they do get something out of it.
It's the old El Clasico trade, the tier 2 for the Roche. It's not ideal, but like you said, they got something.
Go Halberd next, be able to block out the damage from either the Wind Ranger or the Void, which will be very good for their team. And make him a lot tankier.
Pipe is completed on the Arnalor. That's going to be very helpful. It does look like he's going to go Mech next. So wanting to provide even more sustain for the team. Pretty good choice. You don't really need the Crimson Guard in this game. Not a ton of right-click damage coming out for this team. The blink forward silence avoids the root from the tree and the stun with the jaunt. Thought maybe that was going to be death for Logical, but able to do it. A little bit of a error here as they've got two opposite next to each other. I know the one will time out, but not for a little bit yet. Disruptor is going to get caught out there. The Wave of Terror, the stun, actually throws out Static Storm, but the swap comes out, the Repel as well. There's a lot committed for an Omni Knight kill. The Pit of Malice is up here onto 3 heroes, though. The Shackle Shot does connect as well. Purification not going to be enough, but Naga will go down. Now, Kodo on a 3! Oh, this Void just doing all kinds of damage. The Wind Ranger cleaning up. The Aegis is procced out here. Tree's going to go down as well to the Firestorm. Now they're going to chase after this Undying, and the Puck's actually in the vicinity. Not Undying, this Omni. The Puck's in the vicinity as well. Omni walks right into the middle of things here. He gets pitted up and then shackled. He will go down as well. So 5 dead for the Aegis and a Disruptor. Right about now, if you're in a pub, that's where that Disruptor's saying worth in all chat.
I don't know if you saw it, but that Wind Ranger shackle onto the Naga, the creep wasn't behind the Naga, but at like a 45 degree below where from straight behind. Was kind of a lucky shackle that hit and got him a big kill. Puts her on top of the net worth board. She's gonna have a scepter now.
Underlord will bring the Void on the Uber. Some pings coming out here. They know the Disruptor is kind of on his own. A little bit of a warding mission. Yeah, they ping out exactly where that ward is, so that won't last very long. And now maybe this Undying wanting to chase after here a little bit. The Meme Hammer from the fog. It will connect. There's the Tombstone and a Decay. A Soul Rip going to come out here, and one more right click will do it. Solo kill on the Disruptor from that Undying. And Tree is having himself a hell of a game. 11, 3, and 5 as the 4 support.
Wind Ranger going after this Omni and did a lot of good damage, didn't quite get him. She does have the Scepter, which puts the damage reduction for her ult down to 0, along with the cooldown down to 15 seconds. So that's a lot of damage coming out from her now.
So it looks like Tree is trying to tell his team to stay out of the top. They do not have vision up there and to kind of come into the bottom lane. I don't know if they will in fact do that. Venge does have 3 obs and a sentry, so maybe she's going to look to open this vision up a little bit here. Try to give this Puck some protection. Or they're going to look to go for the kill onto this tree. They know he's up here somewhere. Sentry goes down for that. Logical blink in, silence, nuke the creep wave down. Pings come out. Okay, now they know where the tree is. Venge is going to come back that direction. Coil onto him to keep him in place. This Void is on the way, though. So is the Wind Ranger. This is going to be close. The pump of the Chronosphere there, but the shackle onto tree. Oh, the focus fire will be enough to kill him. Now Pit of Malice out onto the Venge. The swap to just try to get back away from maybe these cores, but a double kill comes out for the Wind Ranger. Logical is able to get away, but still it'll be the two supports down for RSL. So Naga putting some pressure onto the bottom lane here, using those illusions to do a little bit of harass onto the tier 3 and to do a little bit of farming in the jungle. But it looks like IM doesn't really care at the moment. They're going to try to push for this top tier 2.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Whoa, Dire. You got fortified in there. Good work.
Should be a pretty easy top tower. I'll TP again. She's probably gonna song. Go. See if they can make something out of this.
Radiant's bottom
Silence the song on a 3, but the pit's there as well as the gate connects onto 2. Now the Void ultimate will come out. The Disruptor is caught on this, so he will go down. The swap does come out, but the pit holding things in place. A nice meme hammer onto 2 here. Void getting very low, and he will go down to tree. The Soul Rip picking that one up. Wind Ranger on the backside there is going to pick up a kill. This Venge is very, very low. Power Shot will leave her in. So it's 3 for 4 at the moment here, but the Wind Ranger trying to go for more. Tree is just standing tall. He's got 28 stacks of strength. He's like, all right, fight me. 32 strength now. Almost the meme hammer up. He does not want to get hooked in here. That is an upgraded urn, so the Spirit Vessel gonna cancel some of this regen. Tree going back in here. The Shackle Shot connects again, and he will go down there. So the Wind Ranger picking up all kinds of kills. I believe that was 4 for her.
Almost that Undying almost saved that fight, but couldn't quite do everything by himself.
Look at the damage there for the Wind Ranger. Almost 5,000 damage in that team fight. Naga doing quite a bit herself with about 4,000. All those illusions.
That's the power of the Scepter build on Wind Ranger, though. Just getting that 0 reduction on her ult and being able to attack so fast, especially against this Undying who had 2,700 health. And
Alright, the Shiva completed on the Omni. Looks to be going the Ags next. One of those A words.
can't buy the Aegis anymore. It's been a while.
It has, in fact, been a while. Naga, what is she going next? She probably also wants something to add a little bit of durability. BKB, probably a good decision for her. Does not want to get shackled or disruptor ulted or glimpsed or anything like that.
Full Silver Edge on Void.
So that's going to take care of the Venge Aura, the Omni, Degen Aura.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Kind of an interesting choice.
It's good initiation. It provides some good stats and damage. The bottom lane here, Omni is going to get caught out here. Static Storm as well as Gate. Trying to run through and survive, but not going to happen. The Pit of Malice is going to connect here. The Tombstone is up for Tree. He wants to go for something, but the Chronosphere are going to connect onto 2 heroes here. The Maelstrom Mask of Madness build doing all kinds of work. Root onto the Venge, and she's going to go down as well. So 4 heroes die there for RSL. And this is going to be
the team fight ability from this team.
It's going to be 2 easy towers. Yeah, I mean, we talked about this in the draft, right? Like, if the Naga's not there to sleep after some of this team fight, it's just going to be over. BKB completed onto the Wind Ranger. Is going to go for the Sheep Stick next. The nice thing about this for RSL is that we're early enough in the game that those cooldowns are pretty low, so there's not going to be any ability to go uphill.
Trouble because he's here already. Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This puck is feeling it. It's a hard game, very poor. Trying to go for a Yules, but having to save for buyback. Meanwhile, this Treant Protector almost has an Aghanims done.
It'll be extremely nice being able to put all that vision up, and with that ult being able to hit anyone, it holds the puck in place since it's a root, so she can't go anywhere.
So, things looking awfully grim here for RSL. Let's see if they can take some team fights to maybe equalize this. Windranger does spot out the Omni, but she understands that there are a lot of enemies there, and so she's not going to try to push her luck.
Ranger has that 10-second BKB and is going the sheep
Wants to
stick
go
there.
for the puck here. The blink forward forces out the phase, but she's going to get Yules for her trouble. Power Shot will scout the puck again. The Coil going to hold her in place. She's win run for the moment. Does she want to try to shackle shock this? She does, but she does not connect it. She needed to go this way, I think. Instead going down, not enough distance there. Help has arrived here for the Dire. Can they scout this out, or does she want to go back into this? Oh, this is going to be dangerous. The Shackle does not connect again. Focus Fire is out there, but the Yule's going to stop that. Now she does land. Can she jaunt through this? She does. Windranger invis through the 10-second BKB. She's going to be able to blink out, so she will survive. Not how you want to use your 10-second BKB, but at least you don't die.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And she also made everyone come bottom, which is giving this Void time to kill this Roshan, which will have the cheese with it as well.
Yep. Underlord put one Firestorm on there, it appears, but probably should go back and put another one. Total damage onto the Undying. I mean, he has been, I think, the primary damage dealer at this point, so makes sense. So the Roche did get pinged out, but it is way too late here. Aegis and Cheese. Looks to me that they'll try to push for this last tier 2 tower and then try to force things uphill, I would imagine.
Void almost has MKB, which is going to mean a lot of trouble for this Naga not getting any misses. And the Undying, who also has evasion.
Oh, Windranger trying to get the kill onto the Venge. Oh, nice power shot. The swap to try to save her own life, but not quite able to do so. In the meantime, Logical is into this bottom lane, trying to get some damage onto the tower. Will do so. Unfortunately, you're playing against tree lineups. This is just going to get healed. The mid, the tier 2 tower will go down, and since the Venge is down and the Naga nowhere to be seen, probably feel pretty safe to go uphill.
Oh, Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Hit onto the puck. The stun as well. Goodbye. That focus fire doing all kinds of damage. The tombstone will go down. Pings come on it to go attack it. Soul Rip to heal it up. Zombie's doing a little bit of work here, but not enough. You've got the
Hey, be
repel.
careful, there is still a Chrono.
Pit not going to connect onto the Omni. This is going to be a free tower with no puck here. I don't know if you can do a whole lot to defend this. The Disruptor is not here either, so a Shiva will force them back at least for the moment. Purification as well. Oh, the Shackle onto the Illusion here. Omni will get swapped away. Are they going to be able to proc anything here? The Void able to time lock back. The Invis comes out here as well. The Root onto the Underlord. A nice Shackle on it too, though. Now the Disruptor has arrived, and there's the Static Storm. Down go 2 heroes. The buyback instantly from the Naga. The Cheese used onto the Void. Windranger on the back line picking up a kill. And now Tree's going to go down as well. Power Shot and one more auto will do it. Buyback from the Omni as well. Oh, now we got the solo Chrono onto this Naga. She just bought back. This is going to be a dieback. Purification not going to be able to save her. She will go down. And GG, well played, does come out here. So that team fight potential from IM's lineup proves itself to be superior to RSL's Game 1 draft. We'll take a second here in between these games to to take a breather, get a drink, and we will be back for game 2 of this Captain's Draft matchup. Stay tuned. And we are back here for game 2 between Red Support Lull and Incredible Miracle. I'm Legion 170, joined by Maniac, and let's hop back into the draft here. Only 2 bans have been made here, but as Maniac pointed out before we came online, quite a few supports available.
Mid lane is pretty lacking yet again, and Red Support not having first pick get rid of that Wind Ranger since we just saw the power that she can bring to a team.
Yeah, after the game that Sensei Raven had on that Wind Ranger in the first game does not surprise at all to see that go away. There are a lot of pretty intriguing options that are available. A lot more offlaners. You got the Axe, the Mag, the Centaur if you're so inclined. Nyx, a lot of Lifestealer carriers. Like, if I have a first pick, it honestly might be the Lifestealer. There are so many good vehicles for him. Nope, okay, he's going to get banned out. So never mind.
They thought the same thing, so
Yeah.
they got rid of him.
Yeah, there's just so many vehicles between, Axe and Centaur and Mag and Phoenix and Earth Spirit and all kinds of
10
great
seconds.
ideas
Pick the
here.
hero, you moron.
So there's techies in the pool.
Uh,
Could we see our first
Probably
techies game?
Yeah, probably won't see a techies.
Instead, we see Zeus and
Our
then
good friend Tar was captain, and we would have saw a ban from him just for the hate.
So what do you think of Nyx into Zeus?
You really gotta
The
pick. 10
invis
seconds
will
left.
be harder since the bolt will give vision, but I think he's pretty good against Zeus if Zeus isn't just bolting, because if he can get behind him without being seen, he can blow him up pretty well. That mana burn is very good against him since Zeus is all magical with his spells.
Yeah, gonna have to be sneaky as Shadow Shaman picked up, so
Go Dire team, pick 'em up. Pick
a
'em
little
up.
bit more flex here from Red Support Lull. That Nyx could be a support or could be an offlaner. And then almost instant Axe Venge coming out. I like this quite a bit. You have Initiation, you've got Save, you've got good Magic Burst from Incredible Miracle. You need something to hit towers, something to hit buildings.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds
I
left.
don't
Pick the
know
hero.
how much is really available for that.
A limited options too. Maybe set a Jakiro as your other support to go with this Venge, just so that you have at least someone who's gonna be able to kill some towers with that
Yeah.
liquid fire.
Mirana really the only other hero available that hits buildings especially well. I guess the Tiny is there too. We haven't seen a lot of Tiny lately. I mean, he got nerfed a little bit and kind of fell out of favor. I wonder if maybe, though, we see kind of a Tiny Mag combo come out here. Maybe from Red Support Lull even.
That's a pretty strong combo with Tiny already doing a lot of damage with the bonus damage and cleave coming out from the Magnus and Power.
You gotta pick 'em right.
Yeah, so they go for the Mirana instead. Really the only, I mean, she is the only Agi right clicker. I guess you could go the Ricky. I am not sold on carry Ricky, but it might work.
She's a strong right clicker, can go well with the Shadow Shaman. He's got that long stun, will give setup to this arrow. Maybe see an invade with these 3 heroes with the 2 stuns and the arrow. There you go, Jakira. Looks like they're going push.
So Core, Nyx, Naga actually picked up for IM, so they're going to say, we saw you do this last game, we're going to see if we can do it better. So Venge Naga switching sides.
Not sure how I feel about it. I haven't been really sold on carry Naga as of recently.
It'll be fine.
I mean, they could potentially go with a support Naga as well. If they want to do something crazy like the Ricky, or if they want to go the Tiny. Really, those are the only carry options that are available still. Red Support Lull need Carry of their own, I would imagine, unless they're going to send the Mirana mid.
Disruptor.
Okay, so this is a carry Naga. The Disruptor pick there shows that, well, unless it's carry Venge, but I'm not sure about that. So Red Spark will need some kind of damage, either a mid or a carry. I would assume Tiny available.
Maybe a Necro mid.
Yeah.
Put that Mirana as a carry.
Or if you want to do like an Omni and just go like S and Y and try to build for some damage there. He does have that plus damage talent. At least I believe he has a plus damage talent.
And there he is.
Oh.
Choose that hero.
So, looking at the drafts here, both very interesting. I mean, these are both truly captain's draft lineups because a lot of heroes that you don't really see and roles that you may not see them in. I'm not really sure how this is going to go. I think I like IM's lineup a little bit more, but it's going to depend, you know, basically as always on execution.
I think I'm going to lean towards red support lull on this one. Being able to push early with the Shadow Shaman Wards, Liquid Fire, and going against if this is a core Naga will take a while. I just think red support will be able to push early
10
so
seconds
that
to pick
she
your
won't
hero.
be able to come online.
Moron. Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
But we will see.
This is a mid Jakiro.
A mid Jakiro.
All right. So we've got mid Jakiro, 5 support, Nyx, the carry Mirana, and the offlane Omni. So
Have you ever seen a mid Jakiro? I think I might have seen it once before.
I've seen it a few times. It's pretty decent in the early game, especially if, like you said, if they're going to go for like this kind of push lineup, that if you can get some early levels on the Jakiro, you can push things down pretty quickly. I don't know how it's going to match up against the Zeus. He is a tanky hero, the Jakiro. So he's going to be able to take some of that lightning spam. But how well he's going to be able to CS against the Zeus, I'm not sure. So let's do a little bit of an item check here. There is a smoke on the Naga.
Just follow my lead.
So maybe I am going to try something out here. I think Zeus pinged to show that he's going to block the mid lane while the other 3 head towards this bottom.
Jakiro's heading bottom, so maybe a solo Jakiro in the safe lane with the aggro try coming out top and the Omni mid.
Yeah, maybe expecting the tri lane of their own. And the Venge is solo top, so I don't know what we've got going on here.
Team's kind of looking for a pick off here. Logical
30
needs to be
seconds till
careful.
Jake goes ham in the dollar store, Morty.
Yeah, he's going to ping this
Not
out.
damn.
He knows now that it's clear to invade this top lane, where nobody's skilled anything yet, but they have a lot of stun potential. The arrow is skilled. I don't know if they can just run in on this. I don't know that you really need to sit back and wait for that arrow. Ping's coming on. Now they're going to move forward. Venge in a little bit of trouble. She's going to walk forward into this. Can the stun land? It does. There's a shackle as well. The arrow's coming in from distance. It's a max range arrow. The right clicks will be enough. They give it to
Even,
Rubity
give it to the core.
even.
First blood.
Okay, so this is not a mid Jakiro. It's actually a safe lane Jakiro with the mid Omni Knight, who has leveled Purification, and he will have Repel as well, so he actually should have a pretty decent time against this Zeus.
Yeah, I actually like this matchup pretty well. I would personally probably wouldn't have thought of it, but I think it'll work out well for him.
Okay, so they want this Jakiro to be matched up against the Axe, so that's the idea here is you can just sit back, throw Liquid Fire out, and just burn this Axe down, but oh no, okay, he actually skills Dual Breath first. Maybe trying to get a kill to... Oh, my goodness. And I missed for a second blood here as Red Crown will go down. Magic Missile going to connect onto the Mirana as well. Naga taking a lot of damage here. Arrow will connect onto the Venge, but they'll be alright. Maybe that decision to rotate this
It's a
tri-lane
core
out there,
bench.
not great. Yep, it does look like that it's the... We're wrong all across the board here, so it's carry Venge.
I like the carry Venge more than the Naga. She comes online faster and goes a build that will allow killing towers better than the Naga would.
I try to go on this Disruptor for a kill, but now the root going to come out onto the Shadow Shaman. Nice Ravage there, the 3-man stun. The Shackles come out on the Naga, but he will go down. This Naga, one more hit will do it. Nice range attack there from the Mirana. The Magic Missile disconnects the nice reflection of some damage. Now stun onto the Venge. She's going to pick up a kill with the Magic Missile. A double kill onto her. Can they catch her? They've got the Shackles, the root to end it. The arrow, though, and a right click finishes her off. Now this Mirana going to want to back up here. This Illusion doing quite a bit of damage. The Naga will chase for a little bit, but man, this bottom lane is a bloodbath. Oh, and a little bit of a pause. As
Problem
we
with
got
hotkeys.
the problem that you are well versed in.
Yeah, I am indeed.
And nice quick pause, just the way we like them here. And all
It's
about
not competitive Dota without at least one pause though, so.
This is true. So we do have the level of liquid fire here for the Jakiro now. So this Axe's Day probably gonna get a little bit worse. Let's go ahead and pull up some stats here, and look at that. Omni actually top of the board here, 15-1. Not too far ahead of against the Zeus, but like I said, having a pretty good time. The top lane going pretty well as well, even across the board there. This bottom lane though, definitely Venge-sided. Although she has died twice.
Ronda doesn't have as many last hits, but does have 3 kills right now, so probably not too worried about it, but would like to start getting some more of them.
It looks like they're just kind of support. Oh, now we've got a little bit of a setup here. We've got a nice arrow around the creeps there. The Shackle as well. Red Ground will be able to pick up that kill. Probably going to give his life for the cause there, but no, we've got Carapace coming out, and wow, great Carapace will save him. In the top lane here, Logical getting chased back by the Axe. In the mid lane, the Omni and Zeus going pretty heavily at it. So action across the map there.
Shakiro might, eats that mango. He was getting chased. Standing in there with not very much health. Being daring. He might die here. He is gonna go down here, I think.
Yep, one more spin will do it. I mean, that's the thing about offlane, right? Is you just kind of expect to die a couple times before 7 minutes. As long as you're getting those levels and getting some CS, you're probably alright with it, and he is. Now we got another Shackle on the bottom lane. A nice 2-man stun as well from Red Ground. He's the Ravage Master right now. The Shackle, or the net comes out onto tree though. He will go down in exchange, so it's a 1-for-1. Venge is going to get chased back a little bit. Nice wave of terror coming out here. The Magic Stick stun on to the Venge. Doesn't want to let him get this, but she will. A double kill for the Venge once more. What can this Mirana do? She does not have Starfall or Starstorm at the moment. So the answer is not much. Venge is going to have her kill it done here real quick. Oh my goodness. And the Axe going down. So Logical and Axe trading some kills. Now we've got some pings here. Naga may be out of position as she's going to get shackled up here. The stun comes out as well. Gate not going to be able to do anything. Carapace connects on nothing. Leap forward. There is an arrow available. The second leap as well. Does she want to use this? Arrow will not connect with anything. An Ether Shock will go down, and finally Red Ground going to pick up that kill with another very fine Impale. So showing off some skill shot skills there is the captain of RSL.
he does get killed, but he did waste some time for the entirety of that bottom lane, getting to chase him around a little. Zeus is level 6 now, so you gotta kind of worry about that Thunder God's Wrath, these other lanes.
And Salty getting chased under the tower here. Dual Breath and Liquid Fire doing a hefty amount of damage. And this is what I'm talking
that
about.
lane
Very good
was
matchup.
gonna favor him the more they level up, just because Liquid
Now we
Fire
got a
will
net
be a lot
onto the
more
Shadow
spammable.
Shaman here, the Magic Missile as well. They do have a gate around the Shackles in return onto the Venge, but that's not going to help anything. Nice carapace onto 2. This Mirana, not really much she can do. The Magic Missile, they're going to chase under the tower here. Naga's going to take this up. Another net. The Zeus Ult comes out, picks up that kill onto Red Ground. Now they're going to walk backwards a little bit here. The Disruptor will go down. I think he was going for a glimpse onto this tree, but does not connect. Now we've got Shackles under the tower for the Naga. She's going to be the next to go down. Rubity picks up a dominating streak there. And again, we have a bloodbath as in top lane. Logical will go down. So if we go across the map, we have 2 for, well, no, that was just that fight. So 2 for 2 across the map. It's going to be a 2 for 3. Probably pretty even there when you show the Jakiro gold.
Jakiro's got to be a little more careful now of getting low, because the axe can dunk him now.
A lot of damage being traded in this mid lane for basically nothing. We got a lot of bolts, a lot of purifications. CS scores are very close. Oh, we got a call into the top lane here. Salty wants to go on the Logical. Does get 2 spins, but I don't think either of them connected with the Jakiro. Now we've got a dual breath onto him, followed by that liquid flame. There are no points in the ice path, but I don't think it's going to matter. Salty just going to... No, he's not going to burn down, actually. The dual breath does not connect, just barely missing. In the bottom lane, Red Ground picks up a kill onto the Disruptor. So, good kill there.
Kind of surprising to not seeing any ice path or macro
Oh, we
fire.
got a rotation into the mid lane here. The repel will go on, but the net is available. Good job waiting for that repel to go on. Doesn't want it to get purged off. So just waits. Knows that he has to use it.
Venge is going to get
Screen.
going on now.
Yes, she is. She moved forward a little bit for the wave of terror, but then she gets shackled up and impaled. Now the Mirana wants to get this last hit, and she will not. Tree picking that one up. Pink's coming out. I don't know if that was for the war. Yeah, it must be for the... Could also be for the stack, which is pretty nice.
Venge only has, or Mirana only has 12 last hits, but she's 4-0 and 7, so probably not too worried about the last hits as
Yeah.
of right now. But
If we switch over to net worth here, we'll see Zeus at the top here, actually by a pretty surprising amount. Salty is going to get a call onto the Jakiro. No creeps here to get him the damage that he needs. A nice ultimate coming out from Jakiro. They'll both die, actually, the dunk and the damage over time. Actually, Salty giving away more gold than the Jakiro as his net worth is higher.
Dire's top tower is under
So
attack.
we've got 3 IM heroes at the top of the net worth, followed by the entirety of RSL. It's a close
Dire's top
game.
tower is under attack.
it is a very close game. There's getting back and forth trades in both top and bottom, and mid just kind of being a toss-up between them.
Yeah, this the 2 kills kind of the difference in this mid lane, I think. Otherwise, Omni holding his own. They spawn out the
yeah,
courier
get on the
here.
courier.
Can they kill it? No, the Fortify on it will come out. Red Ground going to stun the illusion to make 100% sure that doesn't happen. Now we have an arrow to try to clear things out. The net comes out onto the Shadow Shaman. He's probably dead. A nice Ether Shock onto the Disruptor. Now we've got the Shackles on him as well. And down goes that Disruptor. Naga gotta be careful not to go B next. The Mirana does get stunned up. Oh, the ultimate from the Zeus, the swap, and the leap right back into the middle of things there. The Wave of Terror and a right click will do it. All 3 heroes in this bot lane do go down.
went to turn around to leap away. I wasn't expecting that swap coming out.
Omni's
She-
here. Purification does
right back
not
in.
connect. Does not have a level in Degen Aura, so this Naga's just going to be able to walk away. Impale pumped for a second there from Red Ground. Not in distance there. Zeus maybe making a little bit of rotation. He's going to think better of it here. The net onto the Omni. Not a whole lot to do there. He looks to take this stack.
They're gonna go for this top tower here with the both Jakiro and the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman's gonna go pick up top runes.
Dire's top tower's under attack.
After the bottom lane here, the Naga does go down as I was distracted at the top tower. Arrow does come on to the Zeus, but it's very minimum distance. Repel on the Mirana will allow her to leap out of that gate. Stun onto Sensei Raven from the Zeus.
Oof.
Also reflects some bolt damage, though.
It's been pretty on point so far with these spiked carapaces being pretty big nuisance.
Yeah, Carapaces and the Impale's tree
Axe
in a little bit of
going on
trouble
this.
top. The Battle Hunger allowing him to just kind of walk right with tree. And now there's the call. Jakiro has arrived. Oh, the net actually goes out to the Shadow Shaman. Very unfortunate here for IM. Jeez. That Macropire from the Jakiro. Forcing both heroes back. Oh, dual breath. Oh, barely connected there. I'm not sure how that hit her. It's a couple liquid flames for her pleasure as well.
Dire's bottom tower's under attack.
Not quite
In
fast
the mid
enough.
lane,
to
Red
catch.
Ground is hunting down this Zeus. He is low. Vendetta is up. The Impale does connect. Does he have the damage to follow it up, though? Oh, the Purification will do the job.
Jakiro wasn't fast enough for that kill top because he actually got Veil before he even got brown boots.
Wards are going to go down into the mid lane here. Ether Shock will take care of the level 1 illusions for the Naga. Fort will come out in response. Jakiro is here as well, though. So you've got Liquid Flame, you've got these wards, and this tower is melting. They need to get the creeps up here to tank this. Tree will take one tower shot, and the ward will fall, as will this tower. In the bottom lane here, Zeus coming in. He is double damaged, but can he take out this Miranda? No, he cannot. Good timing on the Kaya for the Zeus, though. He's going to be able to pump out lots of damage. Oh, Red Ground wants to go in for this. This is kind of dangerous. There are a lot of bolts being thrown around. But here it is, the Purification as well. And nice
Arrow coming in.
rotation for RSL. The axe is here. Blink onto only the Omni Knight, but that is probably a pretty good kill as the dunk will come out. The 3 streak is ended. And now we got Urn onto Red Ground here. The swap actually onto the Mirana, followed by the stun. Dunk not able to connect, but the Riptide will. And now they're going to chase Red Ground. Back behind the tower here. We've got the call. Yeah, that's... Unfortunately, that Carapace not going to be able to do a whole lot of good when there are 4 heroes down here. Oh my god, the Ravage again. 3 heroes stunned. This Disruptor might die to the tower.
Oh.
No, the aggro pulled right at the last second there.
Feels like they don't even care.
So,
It's gonna mean a tower here with them. For IM.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower's under
Omni
attack.
has a Hood of Defiance. Not going to go for a Raid, or not
Way to
Radiance,
go. Radiant's
a
bottom
Midas.
tower's completely gone.
Kind of an interesting item choice. Usually you want to see that come out first. The net will force out a repel, and he'll walk away from that. In the meantime, top is getting pushed. The Shadow Shaman is still... Okay, never mind. Wards come up as... talk about that. Zeus comes up here. Throws a lot of damage, a lot of folks away. Actually throws the ult out as well. A little bit surprising here. Venge is actually going to get stunned up, but the Volt will stop that. Ice Path did not connect onto the Venge there somehow. Macropire into the middle of things here. Oh, the Venge. Red Ground going to walk right into her. 700 gold going his way as 3 streak for the net worth leader.
Next is hasted.
Oh, nice
Oh, he
song onto 2.
Carapace that butt.
Axe positioning himself for the dual call. And does not get it off in time. The timing just a little bit off, but the Disruptor is going to pull him back into there. Logical withdraw, nice path. This Naga does have a net, however, and the down. Yeah, the dunk connects there as killing spree for the axe.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower's under attack.
Even as all these kills occur, though, it's still only a 1k lead for
Dire's middle tower
I
is
am.
under attack.
Prize is mine.
Yeah, Omni's at the top of the leaderboard, and Mirana's also farming fairly well. She's got about half of that scepter that she's going for up.
What do you think about the scepter build on Mirana now?
It'll help her farm, but long term, I'm not a huge fan. I'd rather see a right-click build, because it doesn't do as much damage, because it no longer gives you the double Star Storm through that one, so there's not quite as much burst, but it's still an extra 300 damage
Yeah,
per hit.
I think with the buff to Maelstrom, I think I'd rather see that, but
Yeah.
I know a lot of people do pick up the Ags and appreciate that build still, so not odd, just kind of a personal preference of mine to see Maelstrom. They're gonna go for this kill onto Red Ground here. The Carapace is not going to. Oh, actually did connect. The Bolt connects though. The swap, the Bolt. Now we're gonna try to go for logical. Macropire does go down. Zeus taking some decent damage from this. Blade Mail is out from Salty though, and Zeus gonna be able to pick up a double kill there. So very good for him.
Yeah, he was kind of in there all by himself. No one. He had the Shadow Shaman nearby, but he wasn't gonna do much with 4 of them there.
Meme Hammer is in the queue for the Naga Siren. Probably about a third of the way there. Zax is having himself a time. Link Blade Mail already. Mask Madness up onto the Venge. Kind of an interesting choice considering how squishy she is. But she does also have the Dragon Lance. That'll add a little bit of survivability. I almost feel she needs to like pick up this Ultimate Orb. If she's gonna go Silver Edge, pick that up first.
Yeah, it'll help her tank up and kind of help her farm more.
Now gonna walk right into Logical. Ruby also Starstorm. A little bit of odd pathing there. Salty gonna get scouted out by Red Ground. Vendetta will be used, but he'll be able to walk away just fine.
Only looking at 800 gold from the scepter.
Omni is gonna
Jeez,
head
Warrior,
his
they're going after Dire's bottom tower.
head himself into the top lane here. Looks like RSL do want a team fight around this tower. They have wards available. Axe gonna
Good
get
arrow.
arrowed. Yeah, scouting that out, but the oh wow, the Static Storm actually only onto one hero, and then the Glimpse actually saves him, at least for the moment. Zeus picking up that kill with the Heaven's Wrath. Now we got the blink forward, the spins, the Blade Mail, the nice stun on the two again.
Arrow into the
He will get
Naga.
popped here. Salty in the middle of things, taking a lot of damage. Can he get the dunk off? Ice Path is there. Yes, he can. That movement speed, able to move him back a little bit. Might tick down to some of this fire damage. No. Ticks down to 30 HP, but he will survive. 4 have died for RSL, and now Logical is on the run.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Looks like the ping will come out for this shrine, but it will only be Salty and Sensei Raven to go after it.
It was a really good fight for IM. They're not losing anyone to get 4 of them. Might lead to a tower here, but not really the best tower pushers.
Red Grand has teleported into the top lane, does not get the stun off. Again, nice job pumping it. The net will come out here, though. The Carapace connects on the, I believe that was on the spin. Now we've got the taunt coming out here, and Red Ground will go down. The Naga maybe gonna tick down to this fire damage. Will she? No, just barely.
No TP in her as of right
Oh,
now.
the Ice Path doesn't connect, but the Purification will. So it is a support
Wow.
for support there. Zeus only about 450 gold away from the Aghanim Scepter. That's going to be a nice power spike for IM.
Tower top probably gonna go down here pretty quick. They can drop wards here in 4 seconds. Might not even need them.
I don't think they need to. I think, honestly, they could probably force high ground. The tier 1 mid is gonna go down in the mid lane here. If this Nyx can maybe
Get
stop
this
some
Nyx to cancel
TPs.
some TPs.
On a different reality, let me tell you.
But there's TPs are backpacked on 2 of the cores there, and there's not one on the Axe.
They're finally switching them out, but
I think they could have gotten some damage onto this. They did not able to scout that out. Instead, it looks like they were going to try to moonlight for some kills, but everybody backed up. So maybe
well,
a
this
missed
disruptor
opportunity
is
for
gonna
RSL.
go down.
Oh, yes, he is.
Yep. Out in the middle, everyone.
Gets the sentry down, but they know that it's there.
Tire's top tower's under attack.
There's 10 gold from coming out in Zeus.
Smoke. Oh wow, it must have just been out of range of the vision there. They're gonna head towards this mid lane. Naga may be in a little trouble. Smoke on Logical did get popped, and the pings come out and say, hey, they're over here. Maybe Courier will deliver an item. Omni Smoke's gonna get popped. Blink forward onto Logical here. The ultimate from the Zeus gonna be able to allow that Axe to get the dunk. Now Axe in some trouble here as he's shackled up. The Zeus all doing some work though. Blade Mail finally gets popped. Dunk misses, but the Omni does still go down. Glimpse onto this Marana, and she's gonna go down as well. So 4 heroes again for our RSL will go down. The triple kill going the way of the Venge.
That is not who you want those kills going to. She does have that Shadow Blade. She's gonna have that Silver Edge not too long.
Once again, IM have a pretty dang good Roche lane up here. Venge pumping out a lot of damage. Naga gonna be able to reduce armor and damage with the Riptide.
And she also want the 15 agility at her level 15, get a little more damage instead of the Wave of Terror cooldown.
So it won't be a sub 21 minute Roshan, but it will be a sub 23 minute Roshan for IM, as they are kind of repeating the pattern from the last game, which was not necessarily struggle in the laning phase, but maybe get a little bit behind and then just kind of come back with a vengeance in the mid.
Omni Knight gonna go that Radiance next, gonna force out this Venge to eventually get an MKB. But it will be a while till he gets it, because he's only at 860 gold.
Venge going S and Y, so looking to tank up a little bit. I think that at this point, maybe it's time to just go like BKB to tank up, and then like a butterfly. But
yeah, I like BKB a lot more just because of all of the magic damage coming. Pretty much all of damage is coming out as magic damage. Or
yeah, I think if you have BKB and butterfly, you're just unkillable.
Yeah.
Because nobody on RSL wants to buy MKB, right? Like the Marana definitely doesn't. She can, but she doesn't really want to. And looks like the uphill might come out here. The fort is forced in the mid lane.
There's 2
Shadow
of them out of
Shaman
play.
might try to push
Position.
this. Nope,
3
he's
out of
actually
position.
gonna teleport out. Looking for something. The Impale does not connect. The Macropyre only onto the creeps, really. Venge does have Aegis, so not having to play very scared. There's another wave inbound. The sentry does get pinged out. It is just out of range of the tower. Everybody playing pretty safe at the moment. Salty looking for a blink forward. He wants to get some kind of initiation. We're going to go ultra wide so we can see all 10 heroes here. And it's just kind of a slow siege from IM. Now, maybe not so slow, as we've got the Naga all into the middle of things here. They're going to go for the Omni, and he is going to die. So Mega kill streak comes out on him. Red Ground goes down as well. The Venge going to take down the Aegis. Salty is very, very low. The Omni bought back. He's on top of this Venge. Wants to go for something. The Shadow Blade and the extra damage going onto the tower. It is a 2-for-1 plus the Aegis. I am going to have to be a little bit careful as their initiation is pretty low on HP. Although he is healing up due to these tranks. So they could re-engage here. I don't know if they want to, but they could. So it's a 3 for 2 with the buyback and the tier 3, so that advantage definitely going to IM. Oh, now the Zeus, the call as well. This Axe going to pick up the dunk onto Omni. That is a dieback for him. Now Logical may be in a little bit of trouble here as, yeah, he's going to go down as well. That time the Spin taking it up. The Mirana actually walks into the Zeus ult, and then another Bolt will take that kill. The Yule's up from the Nyx Assassin, not able to, this ult not able to help at all, but now he walks back into it. The buyback onto the Mirana will pick up a kill streak.
So close.
He's actually uses the smoke to get away.
Venge does get away, and she's got 4K gold in the bank right now. So
yeah, so
yep,
even with the
whatever you
buyback
want.
for the Mirana, that fight actually, in terms of gold, goes the way of RSL. I mean, that just kind of tells you how the game has gone so far. And this Disruptor is a champ. He's just buying all the wards. Sacrificial 6 support. It looks like SNY is completed onto the Venge, so she'll be able to move on to some more damage. The nice thing about the SNY, I guess, is it does provide her with some damage as well with that Yasha. Yeah, she's...
yeah, it gives damage and tanks her up a little bit, and gives her movement speed position a little better. She is going to go that BKB next.
Pipe is up on Omni. Looks like he's going to try to go Radiance next. I mean, that will be pretty important to stop some of this Venge damage, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. There's a smoke here from IM. Wanting to pick up something, but the ward there spotted it out, so lots of pings coming from Tree to let his team know that they need to back off. Yeah, the scan picks them up as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, IM scan not going to connect with anything. I think they know that Jakiro's up top, but I don't think they want to go for it. That's too far.
Watching this, Morty?
Zeus is pushing out this mid lane. The supports will cut it. Red Ground TP is away. Logical has a TP. As does the Shaman. I think they were hoping that maybe IM would not respond to this top lane so they could go and force some damage onto it, but not the case. Gem actually picked up on Red Ground, so wanting to be able to spot out that Vengeful as she Shadow Blades. Maybe a bit of a dangerous item as they've got the Nyx and the Moonlight Shadow. Oh my goodness.
Pick off.
Speaking about that Venge Shadow Blade, I barely had time to get there with the camera to watch the body drop.
It's just so risky to go Gem, especially since you have Nyx himself going invis and the Mirana having her ult invis. I just think it's a lot of risk carrying that around.
Yeah, now looks like they will go uphill once again. The double damage onto this Venge. They're just going to bypass the tower completely. A fort will come out. It's not going to save this top racks for sure. 30 seconds of no Mirana. And Logical is into this top lane here. Not going to be able to outpush IM, but hoping to maybe force them back. He will force the Axe and the Disruptor, actually. It is actually pretty surprising to me that so many people respond to that. I guess it's because there were no creeps. This mid lane was the only creep line available there. Oh my goodness, Red Crown actually dies. The gem picked up by the Naga. That is very unfortunate for him. Just picked that up too. It's the worst feeling as a support. You're like, I'm so poor, I'll buy this gem though, and then it's gone.
Yeah, I probably see him hand that off to Axe.
So now I am pretty content with the way things are going. They're just going to farm up a little bit more. The BKB is queued up for the Vengeful.
Naga has a blink, so she can blink in there and sleep them, set up a good team fight. She's going to go to Scepter next, which is so good. It gives so much health regen.
Yeah, I believe the blink is what she used in that first uphill battle to get into position there.
She actually just picked it up.
Oh, did she? How did she get up there
Yep.
then? Was it a force staff? It must have been a force staff from the axe. Because she got, like,
Yeah, she got
super
back
deep.
there quick.
She's actually gonna hunt this shaman. The Zeus Alt was there as well. He is very scared. The TP backpacked up, but sorry, there's a gem on that Naga, and the net will stop him from moving, and a chain lightning will finish him off.
Even gives that kill to his core.
Arrow does connect onto the Zeus, but the blink forward from the Naga not gonna catch the Mirana, who I think had to use. Nope, did not have to use sleep charges. Just phased. So the top lane pushing in, Jakiro, Logical in that bottom lane trying to force them back. I don't know if it's going to work this time though. Arrow does connect onto the axe, but we've got a little bit of fighting into the mid lane. So things kind of split up here. This Venge is just sieging this tower mid. The range barracks will go down from the axe, and he's just going to blink to meet up with the team. Looks like maybe they're going to go try to get this creep wave, but no. The Roshan is up. They're gonna scout that out, maybe. Zeus ults to scout. Almost has Octarine Core on top of the Aeon Disc.
He is going to be a pain to deal with these Nimbuses, his bolts, just outputting so much magic damage.
And he's got the refresher queued up for after that, so he's gonna have short cooldowns on basically everything. And as I say, the ults, I am pick up that kill with the Naga on one side and the Zeus on the other side.
So Omni finally picks up the relic for his Radiance.
Oh, the stun
after
misses the Naga.
so long.
Rare miss from Red Ground there as it's out of range. The blink of the Naga to get away. Splitting the map. Great job. Now the Omni may be in a little bit of trouble here. Axe does have blink in 3 seconds, but not going to need it. The Force Staff up in front. The Glimpse back into a Static Storm. And goodbye, Omni. We hardly
And
knew
the
ye.
Venge is now gonna have Aegis.
Aegis and Cheese got to be on the table
Probably
here.
just another Rax here.
Cheese to the Zeus, Aegis to the Venge. And they're going to look to probably try to close this out on the coattails of all of that regen. The Macropyre will look to clear things up, but now we got the swap here. The Carapace is actually going to connect onto the Venge, so this is going to be a quick Aegis. The Naga all into the middle of things here, trying to set up. There's the hammer onto the Shadow Shaman, the taunt onto the Jakiro as well, so kind of splitting targets a little bit here. The Naga taking a ton of damage. Riptide will almost kill the Shaman, but the Zeus will finish the job here, so it's 2 down for RSL. I am trying to get some more going on. The Omni does not get glimpsed back to the fountain. We'll use the repel. But there are no buybacks on these supports, and all they got to do is wait for a creep wave, and they can try this all again.
I cannot believe that that Naga got out. She was so deep in there and so low, they just couldn't bring her down.
So that fort actually used to prevent the damage from the Meteor Hammer, which is a little bit odd. The arrow does connect onto the Zeus. Macropyre again to kill this creep wave, but it's not going to matter. This tower is melting. The barracks will melt as well. Top lane is pushed in. Red Ground, actually breaks the
Huge wave
Vendetta to
bottom,
throw the
too.
ward. Naga not going to be able to channel the hammer, but a nice taunt onto 2 here. The Shaman throws the Ether Shock onto the axe, but the Blade Mail is up. He's going to get Eul's up into the air. Wards will come down around him here. The Static Storm trying to protect, but not able to. The Glimpse backwards. Double kill for the Venge. Picks up the kill on Logical, and now a blink forward with the Song onto 3 heroes. They're going to try to set up. No, they're going to try to get out of here with their lives intact. The Axe not there to act as that initiation following the Naga.
Did get another tier 3 and forced a buyback, so overall, they're pretty happy with that still.
An Arcane Rune picked up from the Zeus. As if he wasn't able to pump out enough damage. For the next minute, he's going to be able to pump out even more. Just throw out that ult. Why not? He's going to throw out the ult onto the Zeus too. The Nimbus. Can it do it? No! It needed one more. That wand actually saving Tree's life. So let's check out buybacks here for a second. In Mirana, the only hero on RSL that has a buyback. So that's something to keep an eye out for. 15k lead for IM. Is this the point where you desperation smoke and try to get a pick off if you are RSL?
I think you need to. It's just so risky because IM has just been running together for the most part. Right now is probably their best chance because they are split up.
Zvenge wants to go on the Omni. The ping's coming out on it. There's the stun. The Nimbus is here as well, and she will pick it up. So that's 64 seconds with no Omni. The stun does connect with the Disruptor, but there are 3 other heroes there to protect him. The Shrine will go down to the Venge, and Macropyre will protect these mid-racks, but oh goodness, the Naga blinks in the sleep onto 3 heroes, 4 heroes actually. The Venge comes in with the BKB, throws the stun through the Carapace, and down goes Red Ground, and this could just be it here. Logical's down with no buyback. The Mirana is back. She will buy back another dunk. So it is Mirana against the world.
Mirana, so I think this is
GG well played.
Yep.
As Incredible Miracle will take game 2 and will advance to the finals of this Season 1 Captain's Draft League tournament. So, Maniac, any final thoughts before we take off?
Great mid lane, both games by, what is his name?
Sensei Raven.
Raven. 2 great games. Give him the MVP, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes. Thank you very much for watching us. We are all about Dota. We will hopefully be back with the next round of the Captain's Draft League playoffs, depending on scheduling. If you like our casting and you're a fan of Amateur League Dota, we will be back Thursday night for the 82L Season 20 Contender Grand Final matchup. So that will be a lot of fun to watch as well. And as always, you can follow our channel or do any of that jazz. Or you can follow us on the Twitter. I'm at Legion Dota, and he is at Maniac. Anyway, I'll stop plugging crap, and I will let you guys go. Thanks again for watching. We are all about Dota, and we are out of here.